Hello, my name's Ash Tuttle, that's Bartholomew, and welcome to a belated Halloween video. That's right, it was supposed to be for Halloween. I didn't do it. I felt bad. And then I'm like, you know what? I gotta do it now and later. So, here it is. So, I was on YouTube one time, and I was watching this guy who makes tier lists of Nintendo things. And I saw him, and he didn't make a tier list for Luigi's Mansion 3. Now, I was devastated because that's my top favorite game to play. Not like favorite, but like when it's Halloween, it's like the go-to game I think about, Luigi's Mansion. So I thought to myself, hey, I'm a YouTuber, I make videos, I played the game so many times, I can make my own video about Luigi's Mansion 3. So here we are, I made a video about Luigi's Mansion 3, what the ghost I think is the best and the ghosts I think are the worst. So I made a tier list about them. I added all of them except the cat. I didn't add the cat because the cat isn't like its own character. But I did add King Boo. I had all the characters, and I will talk about their how good they look, how the art style of how they look, how the battle was it fun, engaging, entertaining, and also how scared I'll be if I see them in real life. Now I did mess up the numbers, so the highest number is the lowest last place, and the lowest number is the first place. And there is somebody who got all 10s on their score. So stay tuned for the end, you want to see that. So, luckily past the minute mark, let's get right in. At last place, 17th place, we have the third ghost, which was Crueler. Now Crueler is the mall cop ghost. Now, I didn't like Crueler a lot in the game. He's not like my oh my gosh character, which I show a lot of numbers. For looks, I gave him 17. Basically, that is the worst number you can get, and I'm not gonna mention numbers a lot. But yeah, he got last on looks. He wasn't the best. I didn't like how he looked. I thought like, oh, he looks like a regular cop. Like, I would mistake him for a regular cop. And yeah, it's not really interesting. Next up, the battle. The battle is kind of boring. I mean, not a whole lot you can do there. He's just squirting a water gun at you, and all you gotta do is like, hit his glasses and suck him up. Which is like, oh no. And it's a little higher on the scale. I gave him 14. Because you do get to use Luigi, which I think is a cool character. And yeah. Next up, the scariness. Scariness, I gave him a 15 because he wasn't that scary. I mean, I would mistake him for like a mall cop in real life. I'll think like, oh, he's just a mall cop, and then oh no, it's a ghost. Oh no, ah. So yeah, he wouldn't be that scary. Overall, I gave him a total number of 46. And if you ask, yes, that is the lowest number on this chart. He's not scary as ghost, not even a ghost I would put up with. I'll kind of just throw him away. Next up is Johnny Deep End. Also, I love these names. Johnny Deep End, he is, I believe, the 14th ghost. He is the workout ghost. Now, very quick, I gave Johnny Deep End for looks, I gave him 12. Mind you, why 12? I like the look, okay? I think it's funny how he's dressed not in like any athletic wear, but water polo wear. So you automatically know what's gonna happen. Which leads to him getting last place in the battle chart. You see, he got last place because the battle is not that hard. It's not even scary enough. Honestly, Luigi goes in the water, he gets hit by the balls. Luigi has to go run around and fix it. Fix like the drain, and then he gets sucked up. Honestly, the hardest part about all that is only that Luigi is trying not to get wet. But like, for real, that's all he's trying to do. So, he sucks. Anyway, for scariness, he got 16. Just like Crueler, if I saw him in real life, I would think, oh, he's playing water polo, and walk away. I wouldn't be afraid. And then plus, I don't know if it shows him getting out of the water, but I don't think he can get out of the water, so. Overall, I give him a number of 45, which is sad because that makes him 1 point away from being last. And he got 16th place. Now, in 15th place, we have everyone's favorite film ghost, Morty. He is the 8th ghost that comes in there, and honestly, I feel bad for Morty because his floor was my favorite floor out of the whole game. But overall for looks, I give him 16. Why? Because, not because he looks bad, but because they didn't do anything with him. All they give him was a sweatshirt and a beanie, and like, what? That's sad, you know? You couldn't give him like, at least, you know, an actual theater hat? Now, I am a theater kid, and I do make films, so I feel like that's very underrating for the poor ghosts. Honestly, I could have seen them doing more. Next up, the battle. Battle, I gave him a 10. It wasn't okay. I know, if you like 10, oh, that means it's great, right? No, it just means it's 10th place out of 1 through 16, which is bad. Now, I mean, it wasn't that bad. I mean, what? Godzilla was in it. I mean, it was a nice homage to Japan, you know, oh, Godzilla, and then got taken off him. And at the very end, he just got like, and he got last place in how scary they were. Honestly, I wouldn't be scared. And also, he wasn't even like wanting to be scared. Now, fun little fact about the 3 ghosts I just mentioned. Also, he had an overall score of 43. Now, fun little fact: these are the 3 worst ghosts. And fun little interesting fact about them: those 3, they all have the last score in each category. Morty is he got 17th place in the high looks. I think it was Cooler. He got 17th place, and you know what I mean. They all got last place. Next up, in 14th place, we have Ugg. Now, Ugg, if you don't remember, he was the caveman ghost. I think it was right after Morty. So he was the 9th ghost, caveman ghost. He had a look. I gave him a look score of 15. Just like Morty, I think they could have done more. They could have gave him Ugg more stuff. But then again, Ugg is a caveman, and they didn't have a lot of designer stuff to wear. Thank goodness they didn't give him like a zebra print. That would have been a little awkward to watch. Next up, the battle. The battle, I gave a 7. The battle was amazing. I loved the first half. See the T-Rex. T-Rex looks scary good. Every thunderstorm, it turns and looks at you more and more, and then it chases you around, I believe. Remember correctly. And then it gets destroyed. And the second half, it's just Ugg trying to hit you with a bone. Which is honestly so sad, because I wish they did something more with Ugg. Or with the T-Rex. So yeah, the second half was kind of okay. But the first half is great. Next up, for scariness, overall, I give him 11. Just like I say about the rest, they weren't as... I wouldn't be scared seeing him, I think it's a caveman. But the bone is real, so I would be afraid he might throw the bone at me. So I give him overall score of 33. Next up, we have good old Dr. Potter. Now, Dr. Potter, I like him only because he has the best floor in the whole game. So you gotta climb up this like big old plant he made, and it's like run through the room, and then you come back down, and you have to go up again because the cat stole the freaking button. So Dr. Potter, 7th ghost, the plant ghost. Now, I gave him, for looks, a 14. Because he looks like a plant guy, you know? He's not that scary. But the battle, he gets 1 more point, he gets 13, because the battle is a little tough, and I mean, you have a chainsaw, and I mean, who looks more scarier? Dr. Potter with a fly trap that can eat humans, or Luigi with a chainsaw? Honestly, I'll be scared of Luigi than this, Dr. Potter guy. Next up, I give him a scariness of 6. So, what makes him scary? Is it because he's a doctor or something like that? No. Honestly, the character looks okay. I didn't want to give him higher. But then he has a plant on his back, and the plant is really scary. So I give him a 6. Which gives a number of 33. And before you ask me, yes, a lot of these characters, they do have 33. but I ranked it myself, so yeah. Anyway, next up we have on the number 12 is this is a hard ghost. I can't say his name or her name actually. The 15 ghost, the DJ ghost, DJ Phantasmarga. We're gonna call her DJ. So she's the ghost. She's the last ghost before the final boss. Honestly, I feel bad for her because her battle is not as scary or tough, which you will hear about in a little bit. So DJ, I give her the looks of 8. I do like how she looks. I find her very interesting, and she's more into the grooves than anything else. I give the battle a 12. As I say, the floor mat she had was not very nice, or it wasn't really kind to her. I think so, because they didn't give her that much to play with, but they do give her a nice little battle. The battle's fun. You gotta beat these these dancing ghosts, and then you gotta beat her herself with her flying disc. I find it really fun to play. I give it a 12. Next up for scariness, I'll give her a 13. Honestly, I would be afraid, and I'd be extra afraid because, dude, if she can play with the sounds, she can probably say her sound waves. And I only seen Ghostbusters, the all women's reboot version, but I found that pretty scary. Anyway, I give it a number 13. Next up, we have number 11, which is the first ghost, Stuart. Don't know, Stuart is the first boss you fight. He's a bellhop, I think, or whatever. He gets a look of 7. Why? Because, to be honest, I like how Stuart looks. He looks very dapperish. You can't even tell he's a ghost until you actually play it. I mean, if you look at the mask, but far away, he looks like a normal person. But the battle, even though it's the first battle you have, I give him a 16. It's not very scary, not very tough. It's not like, oh my gosh, which, duh, you don't want that in the first battle you have. But, I'm sorry, I've spoken. Now the scariness, I put him as a 10. To be honest, I guess he is a kind of scary, but he's okay to be scared. I mean, would you be scared if you saw a dead bellhop ghost trying to catch you? Anyway, because 33. Next up on the list, and mind you, we're on the 10th. We're already 10th, about to hit single digits. So in 10th place, we have a very cool ghost I like. I think he's really interesting. King McFrights. He is the 6th ghost you encounter. He is the Knight's ghost. Well, not even Knight. He's a King ghost, but he's not King Boo. So, I guess King McFrights. He gets 2nd place. I love his design. I think he looks great. He has a little crown, little thing. You could tell he's a king. And then, honestly, I feel bad for him too, because all the other boss ghosts, they all have mini ghosts cheering them on or helping them. Poor King McFrights, all he has is cutouts of the ghosts. No one wants to come see him battle, which I agree, because I give him a number 15. King McFrights, he's not hard to beat. He goes into his knight costume, which honestly makes me feel more bad, because no knight wants to be his knight either. He is running the show on his own, and I feel so bad for him. Overall, in scariness, I mean, he's a knight, and knights aren't, not knights, he's a king. Kings aren't that scary. He has 14, but overall score, he has a 31. And now, we're in the halfway point. And if you made it halfway, please subscribe. I ask you please, very nicely. I'm only saying it throughout this entire school year for me, so it's getting close to the end, so you're not going to have to hear me say, please subscribe every video. But anyway, the halfway point, we have the 2nd ghost, the Chamberella. She is the maid ghost. Now, no, I'm not going to be drooling over the maid ghost. Okay, I'm not that weird. I did give her a 10 though. I don't know why. I guess, yeah, she looks okay. How to not sound like a creep? She looks good. I don't want to sound all like ooh. Hey, wait, the battle. The battle is very tough to like because she goes into different rooms and you gotta chase her, and I promise it's not like some weird thing I like. And I gave her a scariness of 9 because, yeah, maids are scary. And when she gets 30, moving on to the 8th place, I put Nikki, Lindsay, and Ginny. The magician ghosts. Now they're the 12th ghost you'll see. And before you ask, Dash, why didn't you put them all 3 as differently? Because they're all they're three, whoever they are. I don't know if they're sisters or not. I'm just like, no, they're gonna be together. They're gonna be all 3. So Nikki, Lindsay, and Ginny, they get a number of 13, which is really bad because, I mean, yeah, they get hats, tucks, and yeah, and I guess little caves. I didn't really care. Also, they all have pigtails. But apparently one's different than the other. And I'm like, oh, okay. Their battle, they have 6. Why? Because I like their battle. I think the battle's interesting. They have multiple hats and then you can mess up and you find out you didn't hit the right hat and then, oh my gosh, what the heck? And it's all that fun. I like how like the last sister, she gets all mad like, oh, you killed all my sisters. And then you're like, I'm gonna get you too. Anyway, scariness, 17. Honestly, I put them at 7 because, dude, I am scared of magicians. Dude, they can literally cut you in half and they will never feel bad. So they get an overall score of 26. Next up, we have everyone's favorite ghost, I hope, because I'm cheating. We have the sewer ghost, Clem. He's the 10th ghost you find. So Clem, his looks, I don't know if I gave him nice numbers. Oh, I did. He got a looks of 6. Honestly, I do like how Clem looks. Clem looks, he doesn't look like he looks like not like a sewer ghost, but like a hillbilly ghost. So I think it's like extra cool because he looks like a hillbilly janitor ghost, which is funny as heck to me. Anyway, the battle, I give a number of 5. I love the battle. I love how you have to be in a little ducky and then you have to get him. I find it very hilarious. I actually got stuck on that so many times. It wasn't even funny. And I gave him a scariness of 12. I mean, of course, like I said for many others, I wouldn't be scared seeing him like that. But he does have real tools and a real wrench, and I'm afraid he might throw it at me. So, I gave him a number of 23. Next up on the lovely list that we've been talking about so long. Number 6, you know him, you love him, he's the main reason why all these games exist. Number 17th, King Boo. So, you're probably wondering, why is King Boo in this place? I don't want to give King Boo all the good hype he gets. And also, he wasn't as interesting as I thought he would be. So King Boo, he gets a look of 9 because, duh, he's King Boo. He looks like a ghost you've known and loved from Nintendo. But I'm like all the other ghosts because they look very more different, and I like that, you know. And the boss battle is 3. It's not really different. It's not really new. We've seen it. We've figured out how to play it. It's just now scariness is 5. Why? Dude, it is King Boo. If I saw King Boo, I would freak out. I would run away. And he gets a number of 22. Now, the next few ghosts are not King Boo, but hopefully are the best. Number 5, we have Helen Gravely. If you don't know the game like I do, Helen Gravely is the 16th ghost, and she's the main reason why all the ghosts are there. But mostly, she's the main reason why King Boo's there. So, I gave her looks of 11. She looks okay, I guess. I like the hideous witch look. I find it more interesting, but it's not like that. And the battle, I put 2. Honestly, the battle's amazing. I love it. I like how I go and do the sewers, and then you have to figure that out while not dying to her. And then you guys switch to Luigi while Luigi's trying to figure all that out, and it's just crazy. Scariness is 8. She is real scary. I think the witch form is scarier, not in her whatever form. That is just me. Anyway, on to number 4. So after this, it'll be the top 3 best ghosts. Also, I realize it's already 20 minutes long. Like, whoa. Anyway, the 4th ghost, Chef Souffle. Chef Souffle is a chef ghost. He's the 4th ghost you find. Now, Chef Souffle, if I remember correctly, I may have gave him low numbers. I should give him higher. Number 10, I gave him looks of 10. I love how he looks. I think he looks great. I think he looks interesting, you know. Looks like a real chef. A real hardworking chef. And then 11. Now, the battle. The battle, I mean, it's more fun. I find it funny because you gotta like not get hit by a fish, and then you gotta get the fish and then hit him with the fish. So it's a little ha hee hee. And the scariness is 9. Honestly, I would be scared if I saw a chef ghost, because all I need them now is to like cook me in like some deep fry whatever, and I'll never know. Anyway, I give him overall a score of 30. And now here we are. If you made it this far, thank you. I know we've been talking. I'm talking a lot. You might want to take a break. But finally, top 3. These are the 3 I find best ghosts. So hopefully you enjoy the top 3 that I've chosen as the best. Anyway, in 3rd place, with the 5th ghost, we have Omnus Wolfkus, the pianist ghost, or piano ghost. I'm not saying that one again. Honestly, I love this dude. I think he was one of the great battles. The looks, 5. I love how he looks. I like the white hair. It makes him look really more distinguished than he already is. And I like how even when you're there, he still plays the piano, still does not care that you're there until you make him mad. Which leads us to the battle. Dude, the battle is great. First half, he takes out all the chairs and he's throwing it at you, so he's gotta pray it doesn't get you. And then next thing you know, the 2nd act, he throws at you piano pieces. And then 3rd act, he jumps down, goes to the piano, and gets you. And I find it funny because there's 3 acts, and I think that's how much there is in a piano song, whatever. I find it very interesting. I love how the piano looks. And put him as a 4 as scary, because dude, if he turns into a piano, because people already know pianos are scary alone, and they're playing alone. Except there's a guy in the piano, like dude, double fear. I would freak out. I would run away. I would act like I've never seen him a day in my life. He gets a score of 13. Very great. Next up, we have Serpy. Serpy. Now, who is Serpy? Serpy is the 11th ghost. She is the mummy ghost. Can you believe that? The mummy ghost? Dang. So the mummy ghost, Serpy, she gets a look of 3. I love how she looks. And she doesn't look like, you know, the everyday, you know, gross mummy. No, she looks like an actual Egyptianess. And I think, wow, that is great. I give her a battle of 8. The battle's okay, I guess. You know, it's just sand. You gotta suck up the sand. You gotta pray you don't get the sand. Next up, scariness. Dude, I gave her a 2. I would be scared. I would freak out. I would run. And then all I could think about was like, oh, she'll give me the sand. She gets overall 13. Now, the moment you've been waiting for. The person who scored all 1s on every single thing. The one ghost, the 3rd ghost I love the most. More than Morty, more than all the ghosts I've been saying I like. Because they're okay, I guess. But no, this ghost is great. I love him. He's awesome. Number 13, Captain Fishhook, the 3rd ghost. For looks, I give him number 1 because not only is he a shark, not only is he a shark with an eye patch, no, he's a shark with an eye patch, with a hook for a hand. For not even a hand, for a fin. Can you imagine seeing a shark with an eye patch and a hook for a fin? It is bonkers. And the battle, dude, don't get me started on that battle. The battle is awesome. I love it. He turns in, he fights you with the boat, and he turns into the boat. Masterpiece. I lost that thing so many times, not because I wanted to. I chose to. I love how Luigi just falls through the mouth. It's crazy. It's awesome. And the scariness, dude. If I was in the water and I saw something jump out of the water, and if I saw a shark with an eye patch with a fish hook, I would be scared. I would freak out. He gets a 3. He was the best. And yeah. So once again, this is a my score. This isn't like someone scored it. I scored it all myself. If you agree with me, please like the video. If you don't agree with me, like the video. I don't care. You're agreeing with me no matter what. You watched this whole video already. And if you did, thank you. I loved making this video. Well, hopefully. And this was pretty hard as it is. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching this. And if you want to make your own tier list, you could. I would think it's cool. I'll let you to send that to me, actually. You can comment down below too what tier list you would make out of it, and I'll read it, you know. Anyway, that is all. Thank you for listening rant about Luigi Mansion 3. And if you want more than 3, then go play the game. The game's out there. There's Let's Plays. I'm not gonna do Let's Play. That's dumb. That's it. My name is Avery. That's for following you. Anyway, and goodbye.